I just made a playable game with Claude Fable 5. And honestly, this is probably one of the most impressive AI experiments I've tried so far. Claude Fable 5 is Anthropic's latest and most advanced AI model, and what makes it interesting is that it doesn't just respond like a normal chatbot. It can understand bigger ideas, plan out full workflows, write strong prompts, and guide a project almost like a creative partner. But for this video, I don't want to only use it for text. I want to see what happens when Fable 5 is used to actually build something. Now, you can normally connect Claude with Higgsfield MCP, but since Claude Fable 5 isn't free inside Claude, I'm going to use Higgsfield Supercomputer instead, where Fable 5 is already connected directly into the workflow. So today I'm going to show you how I used Fable 5 inside Higgsfield Supercomputer to turn one simple idea into a real playable game. We'll go from the basic concept to the visuals, the creative direction, the game assets, and finally we'll test the finished game to see if it actually works. And if you want to follow along or try building something like this yourself, I'll leave the Higgsfield link in the description below. Alright, so here we are inside Higgsfield. Higgsfield is an AI creative platform where you can create things like videos, images, ads, characters, and even complete creative projects using powerful AI models in one place. For this video, we're going to use Higgsfield Supercomputer with Fable 5 selected, so the entire process happens inside one workflow instead of switching between multiple tools. So the first thing you want to do is open Higgsfield, go into Supercomputer, and this is where we'll start building the game. This is the main chat interface. This is where we'll give Fable 5 our game idea, and from there, it will start turning that idea into an actual project. First, make sure Fable 5 is selected as the model. Then I'm going to keep the prompt very simple. Build me a game. Once I send that, Fable 5 starts loading the skills it needs for the project. After that, it asks what kind of game I want to create. You can pick one of the suggested game types, or you can describe your own idea if you already have something specific in mind. For this example, I'm going to select Arcade Survival, and as soon as I choose that, Fable 5 starts building the game structure and writing the code for us. Now, before Fable moves forward, it asks for approval. The reason is simple, it's about to generate several game assets, and these generations can use credits. Here you can see it's preparing 6 image generations for the game. These are the main visual elements, like the player spaceship, enemies, alien creatures, floor texture, explosions, and collectible items. So this is not just Fable writing some basic code. It's also creating the actual visuals that make the game look and feel more complete. Once everything looks good, click Approve, and Higgsfield will start generating the assets automatically. After approving, the game assets begin appearing on the right side. You can see it created the spaceship, enemies, floor texture, explosion effect, and collectibles. And everything follows the same pixel art style. Now Fable asks for approval again, but this time it's for the audio. So I'll click Approve, and now it starts generating the audio. Once the audio is ready, let's play it and see how it sounds. As you can hear, it has a retro arcade vibe, with electronic music and punchy game-style sound effects. And this makes a big difference because now the game doesn't feel like a silent prototype. The visuals and audio actually match, which makes the whole project feel much more finished. Now that the assets are finished, Fable moves into the actual build stage. Here you can see it checking the generated images, verifying the files, and starting to assemble the game. At this point, it begins creating the project files, including the game logic, HTML, text, and everything else needed to make the game run properly. So now the workflow has moved beyond just creating assets. Fable is actually putting everything together into a playable game. Next, it starts testing the game to make sure everything works. You can see it noticed a small issue with the difficulty settings, adjusted the variable, and then ran the test again. After that, all the checks passed, which means the game is working correctly. Now it's preparing the final files, and before finishing, it asks for approval to generate 2 more assets, the cover art and the game icon. So I'm going to click Approve, and then Fable will package everything together for the final version of the game. Now the cover art and game icon are finished. Fable has packaged the project, added the final assets, and now it's deploying the game. You can see it created a playable link, which means this is no longer just a project inside the chat. It's being published so we can actually open it and try it. So let's wait for the deployment to finish, open the game, and see if everything works. And now the final game is ready. The project is called Neon Swarm, and you can see the cover art, the game icon, and the live preview on the right side. Fable also tested the game before publishing it, checking things like performance, enemy behavior, movement, and gameplay. Now all we need to do is press space or tap the screen to start playing. So let's test it and see if Fable 5 actually built a real working game. Alright, so I just tested the game, and honestly, it turned out much better than I thought it would. This is not just a basic concept or a fake preview, it actually runs like a real playable game. The spaceship movement feels smooth, the controls work properly, enemies come in waves, the shooting mechanic works, and the whole thing has that arcade survival style with the pixel art visuals and retro audio. And what makes this even crazier is how simple the starting point was. I didn't write a full game plan, I didn't manually create the assets, and I didn't code the whole thing myself. I simply gave Fable 5 one prompt, selected the type of game I wanted, and it handled the rest. The visuals, the sound effects, the code, the testing, the cover art, the icon, and even the deployment. And once the game is finished, you can publish it, share the link, and let other people play it online. So this isn't just an AI demo trapped inside a chat window. Fable 5 helped turn one idea into an actual game that you can open, play, and share. That's the biggest thing I took away from this test. Fable 5 is not just generating text here. It's planning the project, building the assets, testing the result, fixing issues, and shipping something real. So if you want to try this yourself, I'll leave the Higgsfield link in the description below. Go try Higgsfield Supercomputer with Fable 5, build your own game, and see what you can create. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, subscribe for more AI tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one.